Yeah, so look, one of the first businesses I would do there is I would do a I would I would purchase a bunch of water blimps, and I would I would grant, of course, we have to have people that know how to fly these things, right? But you know what I mean. I would get some water blimps and create a device that allow water from the water blimp to come off like rain and create and start changing the atmospheric condition of California. You know, right now it gets about 33.7% rain, and its biggest months is November and April. So on the other months, I would create a systematic approach of creating rain and see how that would work with slowing down the wildfire things. And that'll be it'll be a big thing, like kind of like how buses is, everybody's riding driving a bus, and people would, we'll be looking for people that can fly and people that want to learn how to fly these blimps and operate this, and it'll be a team on deck that'll do the rain thing, and you know what I'm saying. And that's one of the businesses I would start there in California. Seeing about that. Another one that I would do is I would do projecting solar tents out towards the sun, um, to see if we can control the amount of if we can reduce the amount of sunlight to where that's also not, causing, to where that's not gonna be one of the reasons why everything catch on fire. So I would just like how you wake up every morning and wet the grass. Every morning it'll rain, and then at this time again it'll rain. And I'm talking about on a mass scale level. I'm not talking about like one little blimp flying around. It's raining. No. I'm talking about like a mass scale level. I'm talking about like at least 300 to 500 blimps, you know what I mean, to cover the whole state. Um, um, and oh well, of course, seeing what, I don't know how much that like crap costs, but anyway, I would seriously, because you have to attack it to really see how things are going. You know what I'm saying? Because you have your idiots who's gonna cause their own little wildfires and all that, but stuff like that. You can't stop these nincompoops. But for natural occurrences like sunlight and the land being dry, I will combat it with a normal raining system, creating an efficient rain system, and training these pilots on how to do it the right way, and having a team up there that's in the blimps. But then, like I said, the second thing I would do is 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 a solar tent. You know what I mean? Do a solar tent system to where, of course, you have to know which, where it needs to be and all of that. Cause I don't want to be all the way over here in boondocks and y'all fucking up my damn sunlight. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you get your coordinates down back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would do a solar tent system to reduce the amount of sun rays that's hitting the state of California, and see how that plays off. Like I said, it's not to get it nighttime, but it's to turn it down a few notches. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets so hot, and you can even triangulate them. Whatever the case, you got to sit there and just block it off or what you call it. But I would see, set something up to where it has 3 different layers of tint, and then you can just, from the office, control it on a headquarters level, so that the state of California is only getting a certain amount of pure sunlight, in comparison to its dry grounds and stuff like that. But again, at that point, like I said, I would have a system in play with the blimps to where we're getting natural precipitation at least, I say 6 o'clock in the morning, 7, 8, 6 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I would say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll say the first is 3 at first at 6, 3-hour gap. And then after that, I would just do 2-hour intervals. You feel what I'm saying? So, and these blimps will have to have, the GPS coordinates and be following a trail and actually graphing the land and seeing what been hit, what ain't been hit, while also studying, because while doing this, anything can happen. A wildfire can happen, and check the coordinates of that, and recognizing, doing a cross analysis and get deeper into studying the land rather than just be at effect of it. So those are two businesses I would bring to California. Gamery for governor. I joke it around. No, but I'm for real though.